Welcome back to my channel. Today I am finally doing the much requested brow tutorial video. I have done a more natural eyebrow and an Instagram style eyebrow using 3 different products. I'm going to tell you guys my tips and tricks and favorite products, so if you're interested in how to achieve this look, please keep watching. It's going to be kind of hard to do because I usually look in a mirror down here, so I'm going to try and use a handheld and look up. So I'm just going to show you my products that I absolutely need, that are a must for me. Tweezerman eyebrow tweezers are the best ones that you can get. I recommend them because they last a long time. I think there's warranty on them even if they are to get dull. You can buy different kinds, like the really pointy ones, the slant ones, the flat ones. They are by far the best eyebrow tweezers you can buy. The other product that I really like is a spoolie. You can get disposable ones or you can get ones that come on a brush. I believe this one is from Matte Cosmetics. This just helps. I like to brush the hairs. I have longer eyebrows, so I like to brush the eyebrow hairs into place and just kind of shape them a little bit before I start coloring them in. The next product is a good pair of scissors, or you can buy those little razors. I like to push my eyebrow hairs when they get long. I like to push them all up, and then I like to go along and cut them with a sharp pair of scissors, just the little spots that are sticking up here, just so that they're not too long. You definitely have to be careful because if you cut them too short, then you'll have little spaces in your eyebrow hairs, so you gotta be careful with that. The next thing is an eyebrow gel. A lot of people spend a lot of money on this. I just get like CoverGirl or a clear mascara, something really cheap. It's like $3. So I put this on to push the hairs into where I like them. So you don't have to spend a lot of money. You can get like the Benefit. These ones are tinted. I think these are going to be like $25. I don't like to use the colored ones. I just like to use the clear ones. I like to push the hairs into place and then let them dry before I start coloring them in. That's just my preference. The next thing is for the pomade products, I like a really fine brush. It definitely is going to help draw the lines in. I like to recreate like the eyebrow hair strokes. I don't like to just like paint them in there. I think that's when you get the crazy like boxy look. I don't personally like that. You can use scissors just like these ones. Just make sure that they're extra sharp. These ones that I showed you, they have like a little, it's basically like a little safety piece so you can't cut too short. So I like these ones. Another thing is you can start out with, there's 3 basic products to color your eyebrows in with. So the first one is eyebrow powder. I think this is best for a natural look and it's best for beginners. It's not too intimidating and it's harder to overdo it. The next one is an eyebrow pencil. These are a little bit waxy. The ones from the drugstore, some of them are a little dry, so I prefer the Anastasia Beverly Hills ones or the Benefit Cosmetics ones. They just have a smoother texture, which makes it easier to replicate the little eyebrow strokes. And then the third product, and this is what I would work my way up to, this is for more advanced, is the pomades. This is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow. It looks like this inside. This is definitely a harder product to use. Gotta be very careful because just a little bit goes a long way. So I'm going to do on one side of my face a more natural eyebrow and then the other side kind of what we call an Instagram eyebrow. So you can choose kind of what you like. You can't really go wrong with eyebrow products. There's all sorts of stencils. There's so many things to try and make it easier these days. I recommend going to someone to get your shape going for you. Have someone in your area that does waxing or threading, just to kind of give you a nice guide. I hope that this is going to help you, so let's get into it. Here we go. So I like to start out, some people do this second, I like to do this first. So hopefully you guys can see. I like to take my clear gel, and this is just clear mascara. And so I like to push my eyebrows up right here. And then I just kind of like to like manipulate the hair, so on the side I pull them down where I want my eyebrow tail to kind of grow. So easy enough. So this just kind of gets everything started. So I'm going to do that to both eyebrows. And then once I've done this, I give it a couple minutes to dry. It makes applying the next product a lot easier. If you don't let this dry, when you apply the powder product, it kind of turns into like almost like a pomade, and then shit gets messy from there. So let this dry a couple minutes, and then we'll move on to step 2. First eyebrow that I'm going to do is going to be the more natural eyebrow. This product I have right here, this is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Powder Duo. This comes in a lot of different colors. This one is for auburn because I used to have red hair, so the color isn't necessarily going to match. I don't usually use powder products anymore. So you can get this at Sephora, you can get this at Ulta. I believe you might be able to get it at Shoppers Drug Mart. So how I like to apply this, because it's obviously a powder, it's a dry consistency. I got this brush at the Body Shop so many years ago. It's a little bit dirty, but so this one is just a harder bristle brush. It's like coarse texture, so it's really going to pick up the powder products. Let's get to it. Okay, so this is really hard for me to do by looking in the mirror, but we're going to give it a go. So you get some product on there. So I like to start on the bottom, and you don't want to draw a whole brand new eyebrow. You're using this product to kind of fill in any sparseness and just kind of accentuate the shape that you have and kind of add symmetry between the two eyebrows. So just start off like really nice and light, and then you can kind of build up from there. It's really easy to overdo the eyebrows. When you're looking at them up close, you don't think it looks too crazy, and then when you take a step back, it's like, holy shit. And then it's really hard to fix. So I like a skinnier tail, so I'm just going to lightly bring that down. And so how your eyebrow is supposed to be is it's supposed to start right here. So I'm going to add some extra hair. So it's supposed to start right here, and then you turn it to kind of where the pupil is, and that's where the arch is supposed to be. And then you take it down here, so you take it to where the end of your eye is, and that's basically where the tail should end. So some people like a really dramatic arch, some people like a thicker brow. It's totally up to you. There's really no right and wrong, but just take it easy. And another mistake is I like to use a too light eyebrow product than too dark. So when we get to the front of the eyebrow, I like to draw this way now, up and down, little eyebrow hair strokes, just to kind of make it look more natural. Not that this is super natural, but... And then I like to just kind of take it up where the arch should be. And then so it's a little bit crazy right now. So what we do is we take our spoolie and we just kind of go over top and we sort of feather in there, and it's going to take away some of that color and just tone it down a little bit. And then say you prefer to use one of these products. There is a fine tip on one side, and then there's a spoolie on the other. My daughter broke it off. That's why you don't let your kids use your makeup. So this helps to draw in the little tiny eyebrow strokes. And then it helps to create a nice little arch, and it definitely is better than the powder at creating a long, thin tail. So this is just what I prefer. Obviously, because I'm doing this for a video, I'm doing it a lot darker and more dramatic than I do normally, but it's just gonna help show you. So this is the difference. So, I mean, obviously it looks like a huge difference, but just wait until I get my Instagram eyebrow on. That bitch is gonna be extra crazy. So that is the kind of more natural eyebrow. And I know that doesn't look natural, but I had to really play it up for the tutorial. Here is how we're going to do the Instagram eyebrow. So I'm going to take the Anastasia Beverly Hills in medium brown. It's a little bit dark for me, but it's just going to really show up on camera. So here's what it looks like inside. And I'm going to take a brush like this, just a thin brush. And you can either start with your brow and then use the concealer to kind of cut in, or you can do it the other way around. I'm going to do it like this. I don't usually cut in on my eyebrows because I do like a more natural looking eyebrow. Pomade. You're just going to lightly do that. And then on the lid, I like to give it a couple presses to just make my brush as skinny as it can be and take off any of the extra color because this shit just like goes on. So here we go. Hopefully you can see. So I like to start at the bottom again. And I really need to tweeze my brows, but I am trying to grow them out a little bit to give me a thicker shape. Oops. So there's really nothing natural about this. And then I like to take the leftover product that's on the brush and just do little strokes right here. So I'm also thickening up the eyebrow for you so you can kind of see the difference, how you can totally draw a completely different shape with the pomade. It's a little bit harder with the powder products. So once you have the shape that you like and it filled in as much as possible, then we are going to go in with some concealer. And then we are going to cut in. So it's just basically go kind of right underneath and sharpen up what you've done and just kind of pull the concealer down. Obviously this creates that Instagram eyebrow effect, and you can cover up any little hairs that need to be plucked that you didn't have time to do. And then we can sharpen up that tail to however you like it. So obviously, as you can see, there's nothing really natural about this, but some people prefer it. It's just totally up to you. So that's what we have there. And then just to take it that extra little bit, we are going to add a highlight to the brow. I like to use like a matte finish. I don't like anything with a frost or sparkle. So we're gonna just take that up here. And then if you really wanted to be extra, you could take a pop of highlighter and just kind of put it right in the arch. I'll just leave it like that. So there you go. Obviously these are two different brows, but you have the more natural side and then you have the more Instagram eyebrow. So it's totally up to you. Play around with the products, see what you like, see what fits your face shape. Hopefully this helped, and if you have any suggestions for other kind of videos that you would like to see, please comment below. If you did like this video or find it helpful, please give the video a like and subscribe to my channel. I will see you guys again next time. Thank you for watching.